Hey everybody, Tempo Crazed here. Oh, new channel, Tempo Crazed Outdoor. We are ready to really get out there and have some fun. So here's the deal. We are on Pelican Lake near Pelican Rapids, Minnesota on August 30th, 2025. I have hired Backstar Fishing Tours or Service Guide to take us out fishing for walleye. You'll see in this video we're going to catch more than walleye. We're going to hook into some sunfish or some bluegill, something like that. We're going to catch a smallmouth bass that's awesome. Right now we're just going over some safety stuff. We're talking about where the life vests are. He's talking about his boat here. He's was a sponsor thing with that company and stuff, so we got it for a little bit cheaper. But we're talking this is a boat now that if you want to buy it's about $130,000. Of course, we're talking, like I say, about where the life vests are, throwable, um, things like that. Also, just so you know, this channel I'm dedicating it to people like myself that are larger people, and the whole thing is we need to get out and we got to get exercise too. And he gets so many people are tell us how we should do it, how we should go out and how we should walk and stuff. I have bad knees. Getting into this boat was down, and it was nice and easy. I just kind of rolled down in. Getting back out of this boat, yeah, double gainer off the diving board. I don't know. It was crazy to get back out of here. Also, he talks about here these chairs that are in this boat. That one of them's already broken at one point that I'm sitting on. Not the one I'm sitting on, but he already had to replace one. So he's talking about how the backs by the on the live well and on either side there's seats, and he'd prefer that I sit back there because I'm a big guy and he doesn't want to see the seat break and me end up going flying off backwards and breaking an arm or something like that, or even out of the boat. So here I am moving, and then he's actually going to move that seat out of my way. So you can see here, I'm just going to lift this seat up right there, and we're going to jump back there, and then we are going to get ready to take off here, folks. And I hope you enjoy this show. I'm going to do my best to do some good editing here, and let's do this thing right now.
All finished concrete, name of the company. So pretty big, really cool pool and stuff. Got some golf holes and everything. Nice houses everywhere, but the big mansion's going to be right over there. I won't even have to point it out. You're going to see it. It's a heck of a good place. we've got this, it's a bar, they call it, which is just an extension coming out from shore. Okay, so the darker stuff there is going to be deeper. Walleyes are going to be right around the green area. That's why I've got that highlighted right now. It's about correct. But we've fished this a million times. Really good known spot where you see those marks. What we'll do is we've been casting jigs into there and some bobbers, and we've had some luck there. So we'll start there. I've got a bunch of other spots during the day that we'll go to.
Great.
Let's begin. Switch this over to this other mode that you're going to see here. So this in the front, I'm going to put down, it's called forward imaging. It's the new tool to cheat with. Because now we can see in front of us. Depending on where we're at, we'll use it at times, other times we won't use it as much, but you can use it to see weed lines and then actually see fish at times as well, so handy. Get a little bit closer here.
And I'll be on YouTube. I'll actually be linking your website down below.
All right, appreciate that.
So we're looking at your ice fishing packages too already.
Oh sure, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Have you been?
No, I mean I've been ice fishing, but it's been decades.
I've been ice fishing once.
See?
Yeah, I'm starting to get into that ice fishing mode here. It's funny how quickly things change, you know. It's coming around, it's gonna be here soon.
I just like fall.
Well, part of this channel is fishing. We got ATVs, so we do some ATVing, some adventure stuff, and then also getting out and losing weight.
All right.
So that's kind of the whole premise that I kind of put together for this channel, is the adventure, the fun, things that a fat guy can do to start getting more motivated towards losing weight.
I love the energy there, man.
So
make anything you want happen.
well, my next camera purchase actually, and it's going to be awesome, is I'm actually going to buy it's called a Ken Cam.
Okay.
It actually goes down, so your line would go down and it would connect to your line, and then a leader off of it, so you actually can see the fish hit.
Yes, I believe I've seen that. That's been around for a few years.
Yeah. They're about $150 for the camera.
Look pretty cool.
And so that's my next camera purchase, is going to be one of those. And then we're also going to pick up a few more GoPros, so that, you know, when we're on a boat, like even like this, we can put up some different camera scenes.
Sure.
You know, different places to hook up and mount and have at different angles.
Yeah, I like that a lot. It's a good idea. All right, so I'm going to see here with the wind. We got the wind coming from this way. It'll make things a little bit different the way we'll be casting. It'll be a lot of casting that direction, I can tell you that, instead of off the back, which we sometimes will do. I'll get us in a perfect spot though, so we can. See on that right screen those weeds that are down there.
Yep.
At the top you see there's numbers. That's how far away what we're reading is. So we're going to give it, you know, 20-30 feet from those weeds. Goal on our left side, and that's where I'm pointing right now. Kind of liking what I'm seeing here. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's good. All right, we're in anchor mode now.
About 27 feet of water.
Yeah, it's approximately what we're looking at right here.
It's like, dang it, anchor me.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's do it. Pain in the butt here. I'm gonna grab my other remote, see if it wants to read that. I don't know what's going on. If it can go wrong, it will on a boat, you know, Murphy's Law.
Bust out another 1,000.
That's right. All right, anchor boat, do your thing.
No.
Let's not hang on here. There's just some that's not connecting. No way.
There's bubbles, there must be fish.
On off it works. Just gotta make you nervous, you know. Okay, now let's make sure we're in the right spot. We got her working, step one. Come on. Okay, so what we've got some weeds over there that we can kind of see a little bit. We go to the back, we're seeing a few more weeds. Even 10 feet closer here. We're going to cast right up to those weeds with a jig. Have you guys ever done walleye fishing before?
No.
All right, so we'll start with a jig, and walleye can be they can kind of be real difficult at times. So when that happens, we get frustrated, or if they're not biting our jig, we can go to a bobber line, and sometimes that'll get the more discriminating, more discerning walleyes, the tougher ones. The question first becomes this: which hand do you reel with?
On those are left hand.
Left hand, left hand. All right, so this will be left. There we go. We'll get a jig on there. How about you?
She doesn't know. She doesn't never use one like this.
I've never used one.
Are you right-handed?
Yep.
So it's funny. The walleye guys, righties will reel with their left, like he does. But the average person, if they tell me they're right-handed, they're more comfortable reeling with their right. So I'll start it here. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
For you. Okay, so.
I grew up fishing with my great-grandfather on on Round Lake in Nisswa, Minnesota.
All right.
And we used all different reels.
Sure, sure. Yeah, these ones tend to work well with light line like we're using here. All right, so we got one. We'll get some bait on there in a moment, but I'll hand that to you. Now yours, we don't have a jig on there, so we're gonna go brand new. We're gonna start with a heavier jig because it's gonna be easiest to feel the bottom, which is kind of the first step when it comes to walleye fishing, is being able to detect where the bottom is. As we get better at it, if we get a bunch of weeds, which that's the downside of these heavier jigs, if we do get weeds, we can start going to a smaller jig. Harder to detect, but once you get a feel for it, it shouldn't be a big deal. So I've got your back, just put it that way. I'm going to give you what should work best for you.
I thought, oh, you're getting out one for yourself even, huh?
I'll get mine too for sure, but yeah, we'll get you first.
so I was reading on 6 is the limit with 1 over 20. Is that the slot?
Correct.
That's the slot limit here?
Yep, that would be correct. There's that. Let's get this one out of the way right now.
I think the best way that we can do this too is to go through it like as if we have zero fishing experience. I kind of like that idea.
Yep, we can do that, no problem. I'm a high school social studies teacher, so I'm good at teaching.
Well, there you go.
I like to think I am. So now, if things get complicated, so it'll be this too. So there's a number of ways to approach today. Since you've never fished before for walleye, it can be a little bit of a learning experience, and the learning curve is a steep one. And I'll do my best. But what'll happen is, so it depends on, are you looking more to learn, or if you're starting to get nervous about not getting enough fish, we will go to the bobbers. They're the easiest ones to use. So we'll just kind of gauge how you guys are feeling, and you just tell me the honest truth, and I'll tell you. We'll get you a different rod or however it may be. I'm gonna get some bait underneath this seat right here. We got worms.
Move your butt.
We got everything we need. There we go. That's perfect. And we'll try various things today. All right. Worms have been more of the sure thing. So when I'm using worms, use about 1/3 of the crawler that you see there.
We're fishing, not catching, right?
We're fishing and then we'll be catching. That's the goal here. Well, hopefully both today. So I kind of thread it on there like a J, and then I stop, push it on. Ideally, approximately what you see right here is what we're looking for. If it hangs off even a little bit more, great. Something like that, that looks good. If you bring it up after a few casts and it's not like that, you kind of push it back up and just kind of deal with it at that time. But I'll show you how I cast and retrieve, just the basics here. Okay, so first what we'll do, I'm going to point this in the right direction. Alright, so we're talking, it's a bit of a cast there, about 50 feet or so. So distance-wise, 50 feet would be approximately something like that. So you'll notice I'm letting the line go. I want it to drop right there. I don't want to, if I close it, it's going to come back to me like a pendulum. We don't want that. So this is just me taking out line. I'm thinking just from experience that's going to be enough, but you kind of watch the line. If it's not pulling on it anymore, that's where we should be. You kind of reel up until you feel it's tight. So right there, I can feel it's pretty tight. And it's on the bottom. I can tell because I go like that. You can go back down. You can feel the bottom. Line tight as often as possible. That's the most challenging thing, is to keep your line tight, because you'll miss bites if not. Once it's down there, I like to do this, just kind of babying it. Sometimes I'm just wiggling it in place. Some are a little bigger, so it hops back. Reel as you bring your rod tip down. Repeat. Popping it back just like that. Real simple. Sometimes you can just let it sit too for a moment. If you're going to grab something or whatever, and what I'd like, if you put the rod down, open the bail up when you put it down, because then the rod won't go out anywhere. All right, so there you go. When you get a bite, it's going to feel like, a tap. You can do just like a hook set like that. It doesn't have to be the biggest pull in the world, because these are kind of lighter rods right here. So you can go ahead and man that one right there. You'll be good. So now, does an active fishing scenario like that sound good to you, or would you be like, I'd love to watch a bob go up and down? In your mind, do you have a preference that you think you'd like more?
No, not really.
All right, we'll try this here. Behind the boat for a moment, because I'm thinking, I can cast that way. Behind the boat, we've got some that you can also vertical fish, and I'm seeing that there's some good weeds right below it. So, okay, what you'll do to start, pretty straightforward. We'll have one vertical. He'll be casting. Let it go, let it go, let it go till it stops taking line. Okay, done taking line. You can see it just kind of sitting there. So reel up until tight, until it's nice and tight. So here what you'll do is it pops, and just imagine it popping off the ground down there, and then it hits down, and when it hits down, a bunch of sand comes up. It draws attention. And then every 2 or 3 pops, then just raise it about a foot. Hold, count to about 3 or 4, let it fall down again. Okay. And we just repeat. Okay. So we'll give each spot we try our best effort, but that said, we're not going to hunker in a spot forever. If we're not getting any bites, we'll do some movement. Thing with evening trips like this to remember is a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times, the fishing gets better with each passing minute. Walleyes are low light feeders. Good science. You guys have got crawlers. I'll do a lead to see which one they want. On that right screen, this isn't here nor there for us, but I'm pretty sure that's a muskie. That long line on that right screen.
So I was just wondering,
Yep.
that looks like a big fish.
Yep, it most likely is. They are almost never interested. Our best chance of catching one of those is if we get like a bluegill on the line, it might chase it. Oh boy, talk about ride the lightning when you catch a muskie on these light rods that we're using.
I was gonna say, what are we got our drakes at here?
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. It's just like it ain't coming in, but hopefully we get to see its face before it breaks the line. There's been occasions, I think 2 occasions, I've done it once and then a customer did once where we did get a muskie in on these light line. It's just a 1 in a million chance, and he got lucky, I got lucky.
Right. So growing up, my great grandfather just trolled. That was his big thing.
Yep.
He always, I mean,
Your mom hates trolls.
that's why my mom hates it.
Yeah, and you know, we do trolling techniques as well, and we might today too. I like techniques like this for a guy to trip when people are
We
paying.
caught something.
There we go.
We caught something.
Got something?
I did. I caught something. It's green.
A weed?
It's a weed. What'd you say?
I said the sun can water the clouds.
So all these wake boats around, what they'll do is, so like that weed, I think you probably pull that weed from the bottom, but right there, I had a floating weed that I got into.
Yeah.
Everywhere, because those wake boats will kick those weeds up off the bottom. Part of the problem with them.
Yeah, we just had a little, what was it, a 14-foot fishing boat when I was a kid.
Yep,
Little one, my dad, my grandfather, and myself on it.
sure. Get a lot of fishing done in those little boats.
They still have it.
We still have it.
There you go.
My great grandparents actually owned a resort when my mom was a kid.
Okay. Around here?
Down out by Pequot Lakes.
Okay, sure. Good thing that with 2 people on the boat plus me, as opposed to like some people will do 4-person trips plus me.
Mm-hmm.
Good news is this: I get to fish with you guys, so I can do things like I'm gonna do 1 more cast right now, and I can tell right now after 1 if we don't get one, we're gonna move. I can just kind of get the feeling. I get this 6th sense. And without my line in the water, though, boy, that's hard to gauge things. So, good call on the 2-person trip. Behind us here, we've got that's Fair Hills Resort on the lake here. It is the only resort left, I believe, on this lake. There's just not a lot of resorts, period, around here. There used to be a lot more.
Well, like I say, my parents just built on Boyer, but there's no fish there.
So, Boyer's been attacked, man, by everyone and their brother. There was a couple people with YouTube channels around that the word got out. I won't go out there because I know the lake is, I wouldn't say ruined, but way too pressured. That said, there's huge fish in there. It's just, how are you going to catch one? Less and less chance. I'm going to step this just a little bit here. George, go ahead and reel up your jig here for a moment. We'll go down this line, stop in about 3 spots. So Pelican here had this really bad case of swimmer's itch this year. Like terrible. Apparently they've had it now for 4 years, but this year was the worst. A couple people had to go to the emergency room from it. And the big issue is, so with these ones, it's a new type, and they can burrow into your body in the water instead of, you used to be able to dry off and get rid of them. Not the case anymore. It comes from duck poop. So it's interesting. The snails on this lake will eat this certain duck's poop and excrete that something that creates those swimmer's itch, little buggers. It's a crazy thing. I don't know how they're going to get rid of it.
I've had some swimmer's itch once in my life. It was horrible.
Yeah, it's no fun. And then this one's swimmer's itch on steroids too. It's worse.
Oy.
Okay, good. I'm seeing a fish there. We're going to get a little closer. I like what I'm seeing here. Okay, so as you can see here, we are much closer to these weeds, but I think it's going to bode well for us. So the weeds begin about 15 feet that way. So now what you can do, you can pitch it out just about 10 feet or so, and then you'll just kind of hop it back a little bit, do some vertical, and then do it again. I'll get you another worm on there so you got more hanging off the end. And then you'll do the same thing too, that vertical, you can go straight down with it. Next time you pull up, we'll put that on there. You got a little bit more. Chance of getting in the weeds is a little higher now. That's the price of admission right there, though we're going to get the weeds today.
They're sign of life, but they're not big.
Correct. Right now, these are bluegill. They'll feel like a tap, 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 like a machine gun tap. That's when you know it's going to be sunfish. For you. Which, not the end of the world. They can be a lot of fun. They actually tug quite well. But if you're trying to avoid them, you can just pull it away from them if you feel that.
I don't care because I don't eat them anyway.
What's that?
I don't eat them anyway.
Sure. And the thing with bluegills, they're good to eat. They might be my favorite to eat, but it takes so many of them to make a meal.
Right.
You're sitting there for an hour cleaning fish. This time of year, the walleyes are a little bit deeper. That's why we're fishing a little bit deeper like we are. Also, on this lake, there's a muskie. So the walleyes will hug the weeds a lot because the muskies are relatively new.
Yeah, I got one. Fish on. We got a fish.
There you go. As long as you got a bend on the rod, you'll keep the hook pinned. Looking good.
We got a fish.
Let's see what we got here. I can't tell yet. Usually I can guess. Yeah, nice bluegill. All right.
There we go.
Very pretty fish.
First fish.
There we are. We call that beating the skunk, you guys. This is a nice one.
That's actually a really nice looking bluegill.
Really nice bluegill right there. Yeah.
That is a nice one.
Yeah, just like that. Got that pretty color on him and everything.
And now he left.
It's your butt over here. All right. So, what are your goals for you? Want to be keeping fish to eat and stuff like that? Or you?
Yeah, I was gonna.
What are you thinking?
I figured I'd drop some off with my parents. So.
All right. Sounds good.
So I guess I need to stand up. So.
Yeah, we'll throw it right in there. Yep. So, the way with the gills, it depends on how many walleyes we catch. I'll clean up to maybe 15 at the most of these. After that, it gets to be...
Yeah, right?
Long time. There we go. There you go. I'm liking it. How's your worm situation is the question. Still got some on?
Oh, we got a little bit there.
Give you more here. As long as we got about an inch hanging off, then we're good. Good. Now you got a feeling like you get the feeling of how to catch one on a jig. That's half the battle, catching that first one. That's huge. The second one's going to be a little bit easier. We go a few more minutes and you don't get anything, any nibbles, any feel like that on yours, we'll look at maybe changing up. We'll see.
Well, no matter what, we're not skunked.
That's right. There you go. That's the attitude.
And we're out in the outdoors. That's doing right. Something.
Yep. Lost on a lot of newer fishermen because everybody nowadays is staring at their screens with this thing a lot more than they should be. They forget to do what they're supposed to be doing, is enjoying the outdoors. Oh, okay, we got some heft to it.
I think I caught the bottom. Woohoo!
Put your rod down, let you ride the lightning on the end of this here. You can pretty much just take it, we'll go like that, and we'll go like this. All right. Kind of easy pace. If it runs, let it run, because it's a big one. I believe it's a smallmouth bass and a nice one at that.
Straight down.
There you go, good. Making a little progress on him. I saw a little tail there.
And there she goes. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw, right, this is fun. Nice tug, isn't it? Here it's coming up to show itself. Holy, that's one of the biggest smallies I've seen of the year. Holy crap.
That was a good one.
Holy crap, it's fat. Good YouTube video.
Yeah!
Holy buckets.
Woo!
That's the biggest of the year. Oh my god, that might be the biggest of 2 years.
Oh my, folks.
That is a trophy smallmouth bass.
Check this out, everybody. Ho ho! Yeah.
Ornery.
Ornery.
So, okay, so let's get a good view for your cam here.
Wow. Check it out, folks. Look at this thing.
Right there.
Look at that.
I'll use my minnow bucket. We'll see about how long it is. I've got a measuring tape on this.
I'm gonna get skunked.
Okay, so you're looking at about a 19.5-inch smallmouth bass. There you go.
Wow, folks. Check this thing out, huh?
Let's get a real good picture here. Oh, crap. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Do one like this. Take that hand off. Hold it towards me. We'll start telling lies here. Hang on. 1, 2. There we go. That's a good one.
We keeping this bad boy?
So that is.
Or we got to send it back?
This one's a sender backer. It's a
Okay.
breeder. The smallmouth aren't the greatest eating, but this one here is a.
Oh my
breeder.
goodness, that is a beautiful
It'll
fish.
give birth to many more.
That is a beautiful
So
fish.
people like this view. If you want to, I'll do it where you're within view. Set it back in the lake.
There she goes,
Money.
folks.
Put a little pressure. I thought I felt one on yours when we put it down, Ted. You might be a weed.
That was a big one.
That's huge.
I think I think we got a weed. That was a big one. That was massive. I liked that. That was good.
Man, that was a tank, man.
That was big.
I'd like to switch your rod with a bobber and a leech, okay? Because when there's smallie around, bobber and leech can be a good thing to use. Let's give her a shot.
All right.
I'll set the depth here so it's set correctly.
I think we caught the bottom again, folks.
Got the bottom. So,
We're gonna pull the plug out of the lake, folks.
yeah, right. Okay, so to solve that issue, what we can do, I would try.
Maybe try not casting behind us.
Yeah, you know, you could try. What you can do is more parallel casting with the boat, or just not quite as far. But kind of at an angle like that might work. Oh wait, I bet I can't even. I'm on SOS. I can't send you anything.
That's-
I've turned the phone on and off like 10 times. I'm getting pretty pissed. You know?
That's fine. I'm sure it'll. I mean, it's gonna take me a while to get my to get all the editing done.
So I had a YouTube channel with I was getting my master's degree in technology, and I did a bunch of how-to videos for school teachers.
Mm-hmm.
I know that game. Editing.
So I have a YouTube channel.
Yep.
So I actually do teach too, except I teach numismatics, which is the study of numis, which is the study of like coins.
Oh, sure.
So coin collector, but
Cool.
for more than just coin collector.
Yeah.
More worm, or should we change up bait? What are you thinking?
Well, I'd say if they're biting the worm, let's keep going with it here. Unless I slam it again with a leech, we may switch, but go until we see what's going on here.
So So I teach, yeah, like coin collecting and stuff, and I sell actually coins and stuff, and well, watches actually too.
Sure.
On Whatnot, which is a live auction site similar to eBay.
Yep.
So I've been doing that for over 2 years.
All right, cool. Okay, tell me again, what's the name of the subject again? You said you teach what?
Numismatics.
Numismatics.
The study of numis.
Study of and what's numis then?
Numis is what, well, you taught what, social studies, right?
Yep.
That's a fish.
All right.
That's a fish. Yep.
Where's that lady fishing?
And he brought you into the weeds if he's a bass.
He did.
Yeah, they're good at that. So we'll just try our best. Sometimes they win, sometimes we win.
Anyway, you teach social, right?
Yep.
So you like Roman, right?
Yep.
Numis was what they called their coins, was numis.
Sure.
Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, he might have won. We'll see here. Sometimes this one torches it. Oh, we got it.
We got it.
Bluegill.
It's a bluegill.
There you go.
It's not a very big one this time.
This one might be a let her go, let her grow one.
Yes.
It's all right. Real pretty.
Pretty looking one.
Yeah.
Just felt like more down in the weeds there.
Yeah.
And you can tell there's weeds around it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, buddy, you go down there, you get big.
Get bigger.
So let me show you something here. It's kind of neat. This is the one in the middle, bluegill. So they're all series of sunfish, except for the crappie. That's not sunfish. The only other ones that we may get into is going to be the green sunfish there, and they'll have a bigger mouth. But this one's got the black ear plus that little belly. There you go. Now we can.
There we go.
All right. Bada bing, bada boom.
And Zach Fowler, if you're watching this video, it's called crappie, not crappie, you moron.
Love it.
I love Zach, but I can't stand it when he calls it a crappie.
Calls it crappie, huh?
Yes, he does. He's out in Maine.
Okay.
He actually won, what was it, season 2 or 3 of Alone?
Oh, sure.
And so I love watching his adventure videos.
Yeah. Is that on Discovery Channel or something? Or?
Yeah,
Yeah, sounds good. Anything else pulling or just bottom?
just the bottom. I'm just trying to pull up the bottom, pull the plug in the lake.
There you go.
Holy cow.
Okay, so now we'll see.
If we break our line.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. So I might grab a quick here. Do
Either that or I got a muskie on.
I hope so. Alright, so point at it, pull, there we go, got it out. You point at it like a pull cue and pull back, that's the magic trick right there. Looks like you still have your line up, get that little grass out there.
Yeah.
So I'll back us up, just rib the belly on that one. Not only is that the biggest one I've seen in a couple of years, that might be the heaviest one I've ever caught on this boat.
That was a big one.
But that was a thick fish.
That was a big fish.
Don't see that every decade.
That's a fish too, I think. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yep. That's definitely a fish. I don't think it's very big.
He's got that little bunch of head shapes.
Shauna, yours is down too.
Okay, so let's count to about 3, 4, 5. So you want to have the, it might be goofy, you might have to reel with the wrong hand this time, but you're going to want to hold it like that. You're going to have to reel with your left, so reel in a little bit.
There you go.
Keep reeling, keep reeling, keep reeling. Oh, bobber came up, hold on.
That was a pretty small bluegill.
Keep reeling here. Let me see something. Something really goofy's happening here. I want to check something out here. Okay, I'm going to hand it over to you in a second if things go right.
Is it off?
Things didn't go right. Oh, wow. All right, so false alarm, phantom fish, I call that, but it was there at one point, so let's try again here.
Oops, I think I might have just cast it over yours. Actually, I didn't. I missed it. I caught it in time.
Okay. It's a little bit different where it's at. That bobber should continue to kind of go with the wind.
We hope.
And then I'll stay far to the front. You can kind of occupy this space right here. No walleyes yet, which means we'll go a few more minutes. But then right now what we're doing, we're casting right up to the weeds that you can see on there. And we might not see the fish, but they're right inside those weeds, and then they come out to grab what we throw at them.
I thought I had a nibble. Definitely did. I got nothing. I got a weed. It took my worm and left me a weed. Son of a gun.
Exchange, huh?
Yeah, well, you know, that's what happens, right?
Yeah, that's right. Now, sometimes when you're lucky, you'll see like a muskie on there, and it's really easy to see. It looks like a big, long snake. And if you read it just right, if it, you know, goes by the sonar just right, it'll happen. So it's always fun when you see those on there too. But when that happens, every fish that we're fishing for goes away because they see the muskie too, and they say, "I'm getting out of here."
Right.
That'll happen as well. I'll give her one more cast here, and if we don't get anything, we're gonna see the fish directly below the boat.
Well, it'll be good for somebody that's bobber fishing.
It might be. I'm thinking, let's drop your jig right there. I'm gonna throw her bobber right at these weeds I see.
All right. Well, I just need to put a worm on and.
Yep, worm on. We'll go straight down first, see what happens. We're going to go one touch lighter on this jig. Should be less weeds. It might be a little harder to tell when it's on bottom, but I think you should be okay with it. Let me know if it feels too light for you.
So you said go straight down?
Go straight down, yeah. I was seeing one that was right down there. So I was looking around for another one of those tackle trays. I'm convinced it must have flown out last night when I was driving over because I can't find it. And now it's price $70. That shit in there. God dang it. That's alright though. We're gonna scavenge from other rods. Good to know now. I'm going online tonight and making a bunch of orders.
There you go.
The good news is this though, so when a walleye grabs a bobber rod, they can detect it if it's got too much buoyancy. Less buoyancy it has, less detection. Things on the screen here to make this make sense.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Yes. Here it comes. Okay, so right here at 20 foot is the motor. So that's a great reference point. The motor's in 20 feet back. So when you see something underneath that, the motor, then you know they're behind the back of the boat. So what I saw, and it's kind of hard to see here, but I'll try to zoom in on it. It's going to let me do the pinch and zoom here and that. It's so hard that, okay, so you'll see every once in a while there is some movement, some dots there. Don't move out of your way. They kind of make themselves separate from the bottom. This is how much you have to kind of get to know the equipment, because the average person would be like, what are you even looking at right now? But I do see that there are some dots there, and I know to look by any vertical weeds too. Right here, this is interference, but I'm also seeing possibility of a fish there, so I'm going to keep an eye on that. There's one. That's an absolute fish. Right there, it's slowly kind of just dinking around. He's at 5 feet behind the motor, so not far. Okay? Now here we've got these wonderful weeds, and we're going to cast that bobber with the wonderful weeds right next to them, and I think we'll get a bite there. So, with your jig, do you need the new crawler on there?
No, I'm good.
All right, you're good. So, yeah, I would try not so far from the boat since I'm seeing them there. I'm going to look at another bobber rod here. That one's starting to piss me off a little bit. I'll just be honest. I don't like it.
Well, that was good.
Did you lose your worm?
I lost my worm.
All right.
That's either a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, it can be both, right? Frustrating, but also means we do have some fish here, so that's good to know. Okay, I like the depth of this. Let me quickly get on something here. And then minnow. We'll just see what they want here. Smooth cast on that. I like that a lot better. Trade you. Here you go.
Okay.
That one's good to go. Let's get you right up here. Got an idea. There you go. Smaller chunks of worms, because what they're doing is they're getting able to pull it off from that little tip. But if you make the tip part of the hook, they're going to
Maybe we'll quit feeding fish.
Yeah. Instead we'll get, there we go. Let's try this.
So you're thinking just a little bit behind the boat off to the side here?
Yeah, so where I'm seeing it, even a little, I see one that's over on that side as I'm pointing that way too. Let's see. So the boat's gonna wiggle around a little bit. It's pretty, so yeah, it might be a little closer to her side of the boat, but yeah, generally speaking, that's where I'm seeing one. Try there for a couple casts, couple little jigs there, see what it is.
Yep, got it.
There you go.
We got her.
Like that.
Doesn't feel real big.
Mr. Gillius. In his quintessential turning. Yeah.
Actually, that's not too bad.
I'm gonna toss that one in. I was gonna say she'll eat.
Yeah,
We have a method, huh?
we figured it out.
The goofiest method ever, but if it works, you don't question.
If it's dumb, if it works, is it really stupid?
That's right. Go. All right, we'll do
That worked.
Yeah, we got another.
That worked.
Okay, we'll get you another one. That one's pretty messy.
That worked.
That one's good on the budget too, even, because that's barely any worm. I'll take it. We'll chum with this guy right here.
So I was wondering if, like, when the boats go by like that, if they actually will push fish up towards you too.
Yes, it will, if they're far enough away. So like if they got, so let's say I'm casting about 50 feet, and they get within 75 feet, that would probably spook them, period. But if they're about 100 feet away, heck yeah, they might spook them up to go this way. When we ice fish, one thing you can do with when you use, it's called tip-ups, the flags that go up and you hold by your hand. When you the pike, a lot of times they'll get docile and they'll just sit down on the bottom, kind of hunker there. But we'll take a four-wheeler and just do some shitties and make some noise kind of in around where they're at, and it'll kick them up and you'll get a pike. Pretty cool to see through the guy in the four-wheeler. Hey, there we go, there's a flag. It worked.
Yeah, that was definitely a bite.
All right, I've got another idea. I'll give you a small hook. We're gonna frickin' get them before we move. We're gonna get these guys. We're not gonna get the best of us. All right, so smaller hook. All it's gonna mean is it's gonna be a little bit lighter weight. But you seem to adapt just fine to that lighter weight we did. So let's keep pushing the envelope here. We're really gonna push with this. Hang on, let me see if I can find something here and there. Bring yours up. I want to see the size of that. I think it's going to be similar size. Okay, yep, that's a 1/8, so we're going to go down. Not much, but it's a little. Now this one, we'll test your sensitivity here because it's a 16th ounce jig. About as light as it gets for something we're doing here.
The man is testing the YouTuber.
Here
Perfect.
we go. Yes, exactly. There will be a test, sir.
I did good in college,
There
so
you go.
we won't talk about high school.
High school sucks. Always has. Okay, last cast, Steve, last cast.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, I hear you. So between you guys will make a cast here too.
I'm getting a nibble. Got it.
Go.
Hon, you want to reel this one in?
No, I'm fine.
Yep, got it.
Bring him back by me. I'll take him off. Let him go. Let him grow. Well, he got the worm. Lucky him. You go ahead. We'll just keep him right in and let's reel that bobber line in. We'll do a slight movement here.
Hey, look at that. You caught salad too. How about you? You catching anything over there?
Nope, not a darn thing.
Not a darn thing. Well, that's not a good thing to catch.
All right. I'm okay with
We're
that.
going to change that. Let's go.
Catching, I'm fishing. That's all that matters. I know it's not good.
You telling me I need to go to my super special spot here? Okay.
Do I have to turn the camera off for that one?
No.
We have to just cover it up.
There you go. Yeah. Just don't show much shoreline. We're good.
Yeah.
Point out towards the
Yeah. We'll just point it straight down. I'll put the flotation device on and just set it in the water. It can just float.
That's a good plan.
The minnow is not dead, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Want me to hold it?
Well, I'm just thinking, you know, this thing really launches hard.
What's that?
She just had her Powerade sitting, or Gatorade sitting here. I'm like, yeah, that's going that way.
I'll see that bobber one here. What we'll do with it. We're gonna go. Yeah, he's gonna say that he's got a lot of piss of vinegar.
He does.
He does. I'm gonna put him in the water. in just for a moment. We'll do just kind of like what the kids these days are doing. They do searching without a rod in their hand, and then they only cast when they see something. I'm not a big fan, but we're going to do that right now. So where we're at, there's a it's like a sunken pile of dirt. You know, in a deep area, there's this random hump that comes up. That will attract fish.
And we're about 31, 32 feet.
You got it, sir. And we've been kind of like they were up to 30, 35. That's where we might see them. Oh, there they are.
Oh, there they are. Look at them. Look at them all. Right there.
Maybe I'm gonna get the beam off them so they can tell when you're scoping them. So we know where they're at. We'll go around them. They're right over there.
Look at them all.
40, 50 feet that way. Heck, they hardly moved since the day before. This is where it comes in handy to have these electronic keyboards. Absolutely. Try to engineer it here so we get you guys right where you need to be. Try it all out. We got 2 schools. Okay, so I'm going to hit anchor. The back end's going to come around. My thought is they're going to be about 10 feet off the back of the boat. Holy crap.
That's a lot of them.
That's a lot. And look at this. There's more. Okay. It's a thinner group, but there's another group over there too. Yeah, there they are. And there. This is where they're at. Where I'm pointing right now. The back end slowly. We're going to need to get. So now here's the cool part about this. I have never caught anything but walleye in this spot. So when we get a bite, it's going to be a walleye. That's it. I'm going to give you a heavier jig because it's like 37 feet down there now. So we'll need some weight. Wind is shifting. Okay.
Always.
Always.
And of course, there's a loon right next to you there, wife.
Well, it's not like it's not pretty, it's just annoying.
So look at him, he's fishing.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny to see them put their head when they die, they go forever. So they are looking for, it's a good sign. They're looking for those little perch that we've been near.
Yep.
They attract the walleyes, they also attract the, this time we're gonna have a little bit more tag off the end. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, this is where we're sharpshooting. I'm gonna point where to cast, and I'll tell you approximate amount of feet. They are that way. I can do my best to get us a little closer to them, but with the shifting wind, we'll have to kind of cast some areas. Oh my God, there's so many.
Yeah, I'd say we put our line in about anywhere.
So here's the deal. They're moving. So they get spooked by the boat. We're not going to be able to vertically fish them. We'll have to cast to them.
Mm-hmm.
So give it a moment. I just hit the anchor. I think oh crap. Go straight down right now. It's tempting to just leave it down there, but we'll blast it. So bring your minnow how slow. There's a lot of pressure on them down there. They can get the bends from coming up fast. Same with the fish that we're catching. That's a more advanced move. So if we get a fish, bring it up like you normally do. As we get better at it, we can start to baby them up. And then if they're not big enough, we can throw them back without the knife. So it's going to go forever. Eventually, okay, there's that string. You just watch that string, make sure she goes to the top. We got a walleye, guys.
There you go, hon. You want to fish?
And it's on.
You want to pull a fish?
My bobber's gone, sorry.
Okay, so real fast you can. I was gonna hand it to you, then I lost it. We'll see. Next one, I'm gonna bring it in myself, and we'll see how well they're staying on. And then when I got one real good, I'll hand her off. So yeah, right there is just fine. They are round enough. Come on, bud. Okay, here we go. Oh! Should have netted it. It wasn't big enough to keep. It was a walleye though. That's good. Now we're cooking. So what we're going to do is a light biter. So I'm going to set the hook in hand. Okay, here we go. Reel at the same speed I am. Keep it a bend at the rod. Keep it real fast, fast, fast. Good. Gonna get a walleye. Alright. Not a record breaker, but it's a baby walleye that we want.
We got one!
Oh, how cute. He's super cute. I'm going to take this out, get the pliers, get this out.
Now you're catching, not fishing.
No, I'm catching, not
there
fishing.
we go, and it's the hardest fish to catch other than muskie too, so nice work. So look at this here. We've got a minnow. He was been eating minnows, it looks like, and that's just the spine left of a minnow. He puked that up. Okay, so let's see here. What's this guy doing? He should be drinking. I have all of my hooks are in that other thing. What I'll do is I'm going to cut the hook off of something else because I've got to cut this. Responsible thing to do. We're going to kill him if we don't. He'll be able to pass that hook. Alright, no blood there, but we're going to let him go. If we see him come up, belly up, we know we didn't make it. And it sometimes happens. That's when we look for the big bald eagle to come around. Man, they'll come right away.
And then we yell America real loud.
America, baby. Yeah, we had a seagull. A little bigger. So the walleye, you'll be able to see them too. They've got the white on their tip. In the spring, I'll troll and I'll be in the front of the boat just watching, and I can see the whites of these tails. That's how I can say, hey, there's a walleye, there's that, or how I can tell the difference between the two. So I had it sitting there forever. That was my bad, because it had plenty of time. I think we're gonna keep this one because
He swallowed her down?
yeah. Here's the deal. There's barely any meat on it, but he looks to be bleeding. We'll keep him. Yeah, that. I won't even guarantee a fish stick out of this one, but it'll be meat. I can tell you that. Okay, I'm going to give you a drop shot rod, a different rig. The rig I'm using. We'll give that a whirl.
Well, you caught one there, wife.
Caught the fish.
Not bad.
I apparently had a fish at some point.
I guess.
Now I have a hook.
You just like feeding them.
I just like feeding them.
Eating fish.
That's what he's been doing all.
Feed the fish. I want them to grow up big and strong.
Yeah, there you go.
You're weird.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find your jig, or this, when I get you in the drop shot, we'll see if I can find it on there so you can see how they react to your specific jig. Warning, it can be depressing. Lucky leech here, we'll send him back out.
You want more than
Okay, so let's do that way.
fish stick this time?
Yeah, can you get me more than a fish stick this time, wife?
There we go, that's the goal, right? Let's go to these guys. Should be pretty darn close. So I put a leech on you. You did have a minnow that last time, though, didn't you?
I did.
Okay, leech. I caught one on a leech, so I'm still confident in that. Coming towards this little. Okay, drop shot time.
So are these the upgraded rods that I paid for then?
Yes, sir. So you'll see that one's a custom batch star rod.
Yeah.
Made for me. Guide from Detroit Lakes makes those. And he uses a blank used by St. Croix in their Legend series, which is a $270 rod. He sells those for $135. And they're better too because of the cork handle and the taping. It's called Tennessee handle. What it does is it makes it even more sensitive feeling. She did have the other custom rod that I have. And that one's got a reel, so kind of like these here. Yeah, those ones I took off the boat, those were the standard rods that those kids were using yesterday. They're workhorses. They're just too expensive to replace kid stuff on.
Yeah.
You know, yo.
Here you go, have a Zepco.
Yeah, exactly. That's the next step, is to get those old Zepcos with a closed reel. I think that there'd be some people who benefit from it. Heck, why not? We got plenty of room down there.
I think, so my dad's lake, people keep coming and fishing and leaving fishing rods and reels and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
And he said he's got about, what did he say? He's got 30 some odd rods and reels now just laying there that nobody's claiming.
Really?
I take mine home every time.
Yeah, we got ours at home, but like everybody else shows up and they just bring their rod and reel, then they leave them and nobody's claiming them anymore. So now he's got all these rods and reels. I have two at home that I just picked up from a whatnot seller, two Shakespeare's, one open face and then a bait caster.
Yep. Good old bait caster. That's how I grew up. And good, this is on the left side for reeling.
Yeah, so we don't have to change it.
Yeah. So this one here is an upgraded reel from the one you were using before. It's a slight upgrade. It's a Daiwa Fuego. Good, very good reel.
So where am I going with this thing?
So those ones below don't seem to be biting. So what I can see, I can tell you, is here. So where my rod is pointing, see what we see here. So from my hand, they are anywhere from 0 to 20 feet away. So a guy could cast 20 feet or so to get away from the boat. That's one spot. Otherwise, behind us, I'm seeing it, okay, behind us, more like where it's pointing now, that way. 40 feet from where I am, approximately 20 feet from the back of the boat. Those are your two best shots.
That looks like about 20 feet.
Yeah, and that bobber there is kind of close to that area. I'm going to peek over there too. Okay, so with that one, here's what you've got on now. I didn't even explain it. It's a really neat reel, or real neat rig that you do. So your weight stays on bottom. Okay, and then your hook and your bait is above it. You'll get comfortable getting the line tight and tiny little wiggles, because the goal is to move the bait without moving the weight. So you're wiggling the bait without moving the weight. Every once in a while, if you want to work it back in, you can, but it's just tiny little wiggles. And if you miss the first one during the club, it's a unique way of fishing. If you're directly below the boat, you want your rod just like this, because when you set the hook, you want to have a few feet of room to set it like that.
Right.
Everybody that's tried this, when they catch one, said this is my favorite way to fish. So I really like it, and hope you get some with you. This is a bass technique, and us new generation of walleye fishermen say, who cares? I'm going to use it. Watch, I'll catch walleye, and then we do. I've had a few older walleye guys that say, you can't catch a fish with a drop shot. I caught 1,000 last year on a drop shot. What are you talking about? They're very stuck in their ways, which I assume as I get older, I don't know, am I going to be that way too, or what?
Probably.
Probably. Here we go. Okay. This one could be a little bigger.
Sounds like we got one on.
Now they can fool us. But I see it.
I see it.
You a pikey though? You're a pike?
That looks like a pike.
It's a walleye, and that's a
Is it?
That's
Oh, it is a one. Walleye. There we go. That's a nice one.
One of the bigger ones we got on
That's a big fish.
That's a big one.
So I am going. This is. I make people aware. So you can absolutely keep this if you want to. It's legal. If you're curious about the information, this is that breeding size one. It's worth 1,000 fish, but it's your trip. So it's up to you guys on whether or not you want to keep it. Some guys don't allow it. I am not a dick like that. If we've kept these big before, so don't feel bad if you do.
I don't need it.
Ooh, what we could do is this too.
Watch your fingers.
Here's what I think we should do. I think we should throw it in there.
In the live well?
Yep, and then we'll see how things go. Unless you guys are, if you're really kind of like, you know, pro conservation and things like that, and you want to throw it in, let me know.
Let's throw it in the live well, and then we'll.
It sounds good. Yep. Yep.
We can always decide.
Yes, that's why they let you keep one over 22 in Minnesota, just for days like this. You guys want to take a picture with it? You know? This is the one that you brag your friends about for a long time. So.
It says, yeah, it wants something.
Right hand's gonna go right in there. Go thumb on the cheek. He'll do a little bit of. Yeah, it's gonna be a great picture. Wonderful. Wonderful. 1, 2, 3. Just doing like this. 2, 3. 3. What a wonderful fit. Would you mind taking a picture of me?
Sure.
Do you want a picture with it too for fun?
No, I'm fine.
Everybody's doing it, man.
I'm fine.
Everybody do it, why aren't you?
Alright, so we're gonna make it look. I want to see the word
I'm
Vexus.
I'm trying to watch.
If you can see the word Vexus in it, that's great.
Get your knee over. There we go. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, and a rockin'.
Get one?
No, because the boat started
Yeah.
a going.
Yeah, I love
We'll
it.
give it a second here. Okay, we got it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Got it.
One more just like this where I hold nice and far.
1, 2, 3.
All right, we'll get in the water now.
Go in there and eat my bluegill.
Buddy, you're gonna be okay now. Let's go here. Stay alive. Let's get you some more water. All right. And so, like, here's my opinion too. So, as is, let's say we caught no more. I would say to keep that one too.
Right.
So, you know, it's only if we get a bunch or so, then we can have mercy on it. But we'll clean that one up for you. Otherwise, woohoo, guys, we got a meal now.
Hey, more than a fish stick.
There we go, more than the fish stick. Good deal. So that one is about 40 feet behind the boat. Doesn't mean there's any more that big there, but it's notable. I'm going to research here in a moment.
I was just about to cast, and I think I would have caught a wet jet ski. it was that close.
You got the whole lake scenario.
Right?
Let's reel your bobber line up. I'm going to cast that where I caught this one. Let's see.
Or maybe we'll just not catch anything because I'll just throw my leech in the lake. I did.
Yeah.
How many ice castles do you have then?
It'll fluctuate year to year. Last year I was at probably my highest. I was running anywhere from 4 to 8 on a given weekend, but I'll have at least 2 going at all times.
So do you rent them, or is that what you do? I mean,
Yeah,
so like you rent them and then rent them out.
You got it. Yep.
Okay.
So the value I add is knowing where to put them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the guy that I get them from, he is a welder, owns a welding company, and he welds frames for ice castles. So sometimes they pay him in ice castles. So he's got like 10 in his yard. It's this crazy thing. And I'll put a leech on there. He had his own rental business, but then I told him 2 years ago, I'm like, how about I just rent everything you have for the whole season? Thoughts? And he's like, let's do it.
Let's go.
But this year, no. So it sounds like he's going to quit the actual business, Icy Rentals, that did it. So now he's still going to have some, though. I don't know what's about to happen here, but it sounds like I might have to pay insurance, which is not going to be good because he covered it before. I do see some. Yeah.
Well, we hope to hit you up this summer for a
I'll
ice tripping, ice fishing trip.
Absolutely.
And I know the season's getting short here, but we might even get you one more time this year.
Sure. Yeah, fishing should be good here for, all the way up until first week October. So I go till, what is it? I think second week October I changed my schedule this year. So anytime between now and then I'll...
All right, folks, check this out. Here we go. This is what we're talking about, this drop shot right here. We got a weight at the bottom, up to a leader and a hook, or a swivel and a hook, and then we got a leech on there. So this is what we're talking about right there. Well, still feeding fish. Well, now you don't have to take anything off that hook, at least, I guess.
One last thing. The bright side.
Bright side.
Hey everybody, Tempo here. Just wanted to say we didn't really catch any more fish this evening that we were out. We had a great time. My wife and I both want to thank Brady for taking us out, having a great time fishing. Again, his info will be linked down below. Check him out. He said he'll be doing some more fishing trips this year through beginning of October. You'll have to check with him about what he's going to stop. Also, he does ice fishing, fishing tours. He's got a whole bunch of stuff. I hope you guys check him out. Again, my wife and I want to thank him. We had a blast. We're just going to let this play out here for a minute and This channel hopefully will grow and we'll get more and more stuff going on it. We do hope to go and do at least a nice fishing trip with Brady this summer or this winter. I think I misspoke in there too, but thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me for over an hour and a half, and hopefully we'll keep this up, keep the momentum going, get out there, do some more fun stuff. And thanks again. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, all those great things.